Welcome to the fourth video in your own local hosting server. Now what we want to do now is let's go ahead and set up WordPress a little bit here, do a few tweaks. We're at our dashboard, of course, and you do recall that here is the URL that you'll be using to get into your admin and such as. You can always use on your page here. Here's the test bed one. You can always get there, go to localhost, just type that in your browser. Don't have to use HTTP, but you can. And once you get there, it's just like any other WordPress install. It's WP admin. And that's all there is to that. Make sure you understand that. It can get a little confusing since we're not working on one on the internet. There's not a whole lot that you really need to change here. Main thing, we want to go into our settings here, and there's a couple of things. And what you could do, in this privacy area here, you can go ahead and block this. That way, if you install any type of plugins or such as where it pings or does any of that, then the WordPress is not trying to communicate with the outside world. I mean, it may not even be able to anyway, depending on how your firewall is set up, but go ahead and block it. That way, your IP address is not going out there to the world anywhere. It's just something I do. Block it. There's no reason for it not to be. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to go through all of this. On the setup of the WordPress, there are so many actual videos out there that show you how to set up WordPress that I'm not going to go through that here. Main thing, of course, was the privacy and on your permalinks. Remember, we made our change and we want to be able to use them. It's not important. You don't have to, but that's something that most of the people are doing these days. And since you're going to be using this as a test bed, I would structure it just like I would be using it online. Now, what I always do, of course, is you can get the correct actual wording here, the correct format. What I do is I go to a custom structure, and I always use post name, and that's the simplest way to do it. So you can choose any of these that you would like, or do your custom as I'm doing, and do your save changes, and go ahead and take a look at the site. Make sure that it's actually working. You see we don't have the question mark and the numbers or anything there now. Click on the link just to make sure, and everything is working correctly. Okay, now when you're working with this plugins and everything, plugins are going to work the same. You can actually go to add new and all of the other and do a search for them or whatever the case may be and install them. It'll work just the same. I'll go ahead and do one to show you. We'll do, instead of searching, let's just go to popular and just pick one. The all-in-one. That's a good one because that's something everybody wants to use. Install now, and yes, we want to install. Okay, and activate it. And there you go. I'm not going to go through setting up that plugin in this video, but I just did want to point out that it's just like working online. With your hosting account, you can install plugins and such as. Let's cover one more thing. Let's go ahead on your themes. Okay, it's very simple. Also, what we can do is I will install a theme and show you. I have included a theme here, and what you can do is in the folder you'll find it called Good Theme, and you can go ahead and let me get back over here. Remember, we're working in our whatever drive you installed it on, wamp www folder. And remember, we did our test bed. That's the one we're working for. We're looking for WP content. We're looking for themes. Drag it over, and that pretty much does it. We're not FTPing or anything like that. I'm just using two open folders. Let's go back here, go to themes, and you'll see that it actually is there. We'll activate it, and let's go take a look at our site. Oh, we've got it already open here. And there you go. So you can do themes. That's the whole idea of installing this on your local machine, is being able to do this, installing plugins and working, modifying themes and looking at them before you actually use them on your live site. And that pretty much covers getting your local server set up and using WordPress. Again, I want to point out that you can use this for testing PHP scripts. Some of the more advanced ones, of course, you're going to have to install modules and everything like that. And you can go to the site that's in the resource files where the server software came from and download different modules and learn more about it. Any type of troubleshooting, you can go to that site, and I believe they have a forum and everything. You can ask questions, whatever the case may be. But this series is mainly designed for WordPress and such as. Remember, you can use other CMS scripts. I appreciate you watching, and have a great day.